Alrighty, what is up y'all? Profitz here, back with another video. Today I just wanted to share with you guys like a little trade that I'm in, taken on the 1 hour and 4 hour time frame. So this is obviously like more of my swing strategy, and I've been in this trade for about 4 or 5 days now, since Tuesday, and I'm holding over the weekend obviously to and going into next week. But I wanted to share with you guys like how simple trading can be, because I know there's so many strategies out there. There's so many things you can get lost. It's easy to get lost in the sauce, and trust me, I've been there before. But patience really pays when it comes to trading, and that's why I really like swing trading a lot. I still do trade a little bit sometimes from like 5 or 15 minutes, the 5 or 15 minute time frame that is. But that's like my just quick supply and demand strategy. But for swing trading specifically, that's kind of what I focus on for the most part now. But I want to show you guys something simple here, and this is on AUD CAD. Like I said, I'm gonna zoom out here. We're on the 1 hour time frame. So as you can see, we had this giant downtrend here, right? And there were probably so many really good trades you could have caught in here. So it's just down trading, making lower highs and lower lows. And then finally, we break out of the downtrend. We hit an area of confluence here. This right here, I was actually looking for this sell, this big sell-off right here. But at the time, I was looking a little bit higher up. I was hoping it was coming a little bit higher. It didn't quite hit my entry, and then it ended up coming down. So I would have caught that nice trade as well, but I didn't. But now that we broke out of this major downtrend on the higher time frame, we were, broke out, and then coming back to make a lower high, and then go up to make a higher high, or a higher low, excuse me, higher low and then higher high. I definitely trade a lot with the 200 and the 50 MAs. Those are like my main ones. I don't really use the 800 or anything like that. I mean, it can be used for confluence or something like that every once in a while for me, but mainly the 200 and the 50 MA. So this area of confluence right here, as you can see, this is a area that prices bounced off of, broke through multiple times, came up, bounced right back down off of, and then we broke through. So obviously was looking for it to break through this area of support and then come back down and then bounce up from there. And on my Instagram story earlier this week, actually last week, before this trade even happened, last weekend, I had some arrows drawn because price was sitting right around here, and I had an arrow drawn that was like boom, down right here and then back up to here, and that's this trade finally playing out. So I actually did enter down here on around the 200 MA. I love trading with the 200 on the either 1 hour or 4 hour time frame. So it came down here, came to my area that I was looking for, hit the 200, and I gave this some room, right? I gave this around a 30, I think my actual stop loss is about 34 pips, something like that. So I gave it some room to work, right? I did not over leverage on this trade. I'm properly risked into this trade, so I'm not worried about some drawdown. So when price did end up going down, I was okay with it. I wasn't freaking out. I wasn't stressed out, because I know that, I know my strategy. I know it has a high win rate. So I'm chilling. And another big confluence here for me was right at this 200 tap and my structure. There was also a shark fin, which I'm not sure if you guys know much about shark fins or anything like that. If not, I think I have some other videos on my channel about going a little bit more in depth about shark fins. This is another huge confluence for me. So all of those confluences lined up at this area for me. And then price kept coming down, which sometimes with the shark fin, it'll come down and then immediately bounce out of it, and your trade will go straight into profit and go to TP. I've had that happen many times, but this time it decided to extend a little bit down. Again, that's why I gave it some room, and it also created divergence. So as you can see here, price is going down, and then here on the TDI, price is moving up. So this is divergence. Divergence is something that most of you guys are probably familiar with at this point. There's divergence, there's hidden divergence. This is just a regular divergence, right? You have price all the way down here, and then it goes up from here, but you have price right here at the shark fin, and it actually goes down on the chart. So that's going to be your divergence. And I just drew this little trend line up for marking the downtrend, and then when it finally broke out of the downtrend, I knew that my trade was most likely going in the right direction, right? That we were probably not going to hit stop loss, and we were going to finally reverse around here, and the shark fin divergence would play out. So as of right now, you know, I'm actively sitting in this trade. We had some news come out this week. We had quite a bit of news actually, and this was actually, I believe this huge wick up here was actually during one of Trump's talks or speeches. He announced, I believe this was the US or Canada and China tariffs or something like that. If I remember right, I can't remember which day it was. There was so much news that happened this week. Obviously, new president coming into election. There's going to be a ton of news coming out, especially right when he's going into office, right? So he's making his speeches. There's going to be some interesting things happening in the market. But that just proved to me that price wants to go up, because usually news will press price the direction that it wants to go already. It's just going to give it that momentum and volume to push up that way. So price flew up. Obviously it came back down because that was such an inflated news candle, right? But flew up, came back down, and I wish I had one of my TPs set, because I'm actually, my first take profit is right up here at this zone. So it might not have quite hit it, or if I put it a little bit lower, it might have hit. As you can see, I have an alert here that says AUD CAD TP1 hit. But it flew up, it came back down, and it actually retested this trend line here on the way down. So it broke through the trend line, came down, retested, and now is going back up into profit, and is now trading above the 200 and above the 50 MA, which is a really good sign. So right now I'm sitting in profit on this trade, so I'm chilling, and I'm looking into, you know, for the continuation into next week, and then take profit. One is going to be somewhere around this area, and then take profit 2 would probably be at my next area up here at around 124, 120 pips. But right now we're chilling in about 31 pips of profit. So I'm happy with the trade. I'm happy with my execution, and even though price still went against me quite a bit, like I said, patience pays, especially with these long-term 1 hour and 4 hour plays. Sometimes price is going to go against you a little bit. You know, it might take a little bit to turn around, or again, it might create divergence, but that's okay. And even then, I was properly risked. So if I hit stop loss, I'm not flipping out, I'm not freaking out, I'm chilling. But just wanted to go over this trade with you guys. That might have been, I kind of went over a lot of different topics there, and a lot of what went into that trade. It might seem like, oh my gosh, he saw so many things on the chart that maybe you didn't see, or maybe you know of some of these topics, but you just haven't perfected them yet. And honestly, it's just going to come with time. It's just going to come with time. For me, it took me a long time to get to this point, right, where I'm able to notice all those things. Like, it was like second nature when I was watching this trade play out. And like I said, last weekend, I had these arrows drawn for this trade to play out. So I had my alerts set, and I was waiting for price to come to my area. If it kept going and just kept flying up, I wouldn't have even made this trade, and I would have been okay. I would have been looking at other pairs, right? But price actually did come down to my alert area. Once it came down to my alert area, I was, you know, analyzing what was going on here. I saw the shark fin developing, so I decided to place the trade. And I'm not gonna lie, I even have a second entry here, right around down here at this 50 MA. This blue line, this 50 moving average, and you know, the retest of that trend line. So it blew past it, retest. I got another entry right around there, and then it kept moving back up. So I have a couple entries in this one, and my stops are right below this low, because if it goes down past that, then obviously the trade's not going to go in my direction. It's probably going to keep going lower, and we're going to take the L, but that's okay. Again, sitting in this trade, hoping that it will, you know, looking to see what it's going to do next week. But that is a simple, like, little explanation of the trade that I'm in right now. Just wanted to hop on and share that with you guys. It was a pretty slow week last week for me. You know, tomorrow, Sunday, I'll do some analyzing on the charts and kind of see where we're at for that upcoming week. But that's where we're at right now. Let me know if you like this little breakdown of, you know, my trade that, you know, is currently active, not just a breakdown like before or after. And then let me know if you guys have any other video suggestions. But I wanted to share this with you guys. And again, sorry, I did not have a script for this video or anything like that. I just was like, you know what? Since this trade is, it's going well right now, let me just get on here and show you guys and share with you what I saw, what made me take the trade, and kind of my thoughts going through it. So hopefully I was able to, explain it decently. I know that I was probably a little bit all over the place, but yeah. Let me know if you guys had a good trading week, if you guys had a bad trading week, if you're in any trades currently, if you're taking any funding challenges, if you're trading your personal account. Would love to know you guys' current situation. Currently right now I'm taking this on my personal account, so let's see how it goes. But I will probably make a video sometime this week updating you guys, on this trade, how it plays out, on any other trades I take during the week, if any develop. And again, I'm mostly a swing trader, but every once in a while I'll take a 5 or 15 minute trade, but it's got to be the right setup. And a lot of these same confluences and same, strategies and concepts that I just talked about and shared with you guys for this strategy, for my 4 hour and 1 hour strategy, I implement them into my, scalping strategy as well. So I'm able to, it all comes together, and it seems like so much and very confusing, but for me, I've been doing it for so long that I know, I'm on my 5th year of trading, and I just got through a huge break period after a lot of the prop firms that I was using and had capital with, shut down, unfortunately, or ghosted, whatever. I had a video on that earlier, last week, whatever, but anyways, wanted to share that with you guys. Hope you guys are doing well, and I would love to know, and again, in the comments, how you guys' trading has been so far this year in 2025. The markets it's been interesting. They've been moving a little weird, but January always takes a little bit of time to shake out, what's going on, especially with the election year. It's just, there was a lot going on in December, right? So, and November of last year. So let me know what you guys think of the year so far. Hope you guys are doing good, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.